Hey everybody, thanks for pressing play. In this video we're looking at this car here. This is a 2015 Hyundai iX35. These iX35s were a really good car. We sold a ton of them. They were actually launched in 2010, and when we were starting out as a Hyundai dealer, we sold lots of these to very happy customers, and they were actually part of the backbone that built things like the Hyundai Tucson here, which you see absolutely loads of on the road. So the iX35 was the one that really got things going. There was an original Tucson, but the iX35 back then, we're coming out of recession, there was 2010, 2011, God almighty, they were such a good seller, and there's nothing really like it around. And even to this day, they're still a damn good looking vehicle, so they are. So this one here is a 2015, it's a nice low mileage one, because it's got around 47 or so thousand miles, which I think is very low mileage for a 2015. That's around 75 or so thousand kilometers. Anyway, in this video, we're going to have a quick look around the car in terms of the inside and the outside, and we'll go for a quick drive in the car as well. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. So a car like this is going to come with a warranty, and we're also able to offer finance on the car, and we can offer a trade-in facility. If you want to know more, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. Or if you're watching on YouTube and there's something that you'd like to know about the car, just let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer the question for you. So anyway, black iX35, damn good colour in my opinion. First cool thing, those tail lights are really nice on the back of them. You see the way you have this big LED that goes all the way around and little LEDs in between, and the brake lights are there along that section as well at night, or sorry, not at night, when you hit the brakes, they look really nice. Previous owner had a tow bar fitted, so tow bar, most people that bought iX35s, they had a small trailer. These aren't really brake towed for any major towing, so anyone that had a tow bar on one, they were only doing very light work because they're about 1.2 tons max for towing. So black, lovely if you can keep it clean like this. Like, black cars look so awesome when they're cleaned up like this, but yes, I do admit they're not the easiest colour to keep clean, but like I said to you, if you put a little bit of work in, it's worth it. The second thing I really like on these, this is a big daytime running light, and it kind of complements around the, sorry, that's a parking light, and then the daytime running light, so when it gets a little bit darker or dusk, you can see the whole light is wrapped around by light. Looks really nice, and it mimics the shape that you can see around the fog light here, where there's a chrome surround in through there for the fog light. Nice bit of chrome along the grille. The engine in these cars was a 1.7 engine. It was a good reliable unit, and it was the similar engine that was in the i40 and also the Tucson that followed afterwards in 2016. Road tax in a car like this is €280, and just for anyone that's thinking about buying it, 523, so there's a good long NCT on the vehicle. We will supply the car serviced, and we'll supply the car with a warranty as well. Another thing I really like on these then, they had a brushed aluminium set of roof bars up high, which I thought were quite nice. The indicators became LED in the wing mirrors, and the wheels then were a nice dark finish as well. So especially on a black car, that dark section along there matches the kind of black plastic along the bottom and the black plastic all the way down the side of the car. To this day, these iX35s I think are still a damn good looking vehicle overall. And like I was saying to you, middle advice, I always really like a black one. This particular car came down from the north of Ireland originally, so the previous owner had the car for the last 3 or 4 years, and there was a previous owner in the UK beforehand. Down through here there's a little bit of extra storage with a puncture repair kit as well, and then obviously tonneau cover if you want more privacy for your stuff when it's sitting down in the boot. In terms of overall condition, the boot mat along there is quite nice. There is some minor scratching on the plastics, which I think is acceptable for a car in that year, and a small bit of storage in there, but definitely within reason for a 2015 vehicle in terms of wear and tear. Door cards in the back are in really nice condition. The previous owner actually had another SUV in the house as well, so they kind of shared the burden between the two, and he had a company vehicle. So to be fair, the rear seats in the car, they look pretty much very unused or of little use. There is half leather seats in the car, so either side, that's in really nice condition, and then this kind of netted cloth finish on the inside. But one cool thing on these, they actually had heated rear seats, which the Tucson that came afterwards lost, and it's only gotten back now in 2021. So obviously electrics for windows, heated seats back there, child locks for windows, and for the door itself also. In terms of storage, there's some storage down through here, same on the other side as well. And moving up front then, the front has a similar sort of half leather netted material finish. There's nice lighting in here in the drinks holders at night. There's armrest with some storage. Over through here, there's some storage in through here with a USB connector, front heated seat with 2 settings, rear parking sensors we talked about. This is to basically defrost the wipers. If they're stuck on the windscreen during the winter, you can hit this button. There's a rear demister over through here. And there's also a front windscreen demister in through there. Again, I think condition of the car is quite nice throughout. And again, for a 2015 car, I think it's very acceptable. Down through here, there is a little flap you can open up. And that actually keeps stuff cold. Once you turn on the air conditioner, it blows cold in there through there. So it's a cool box. Driver's side over here, then there will be electrics for windows and mirrors. And you can fold them in as well. And then obviously the seat is height adjustable along through there. And the steering wheel is adjustable upwards and downwards, and also in and out as well. Up through here, there's lighting, same as you'll have in the rear of the car. And then sunglasses holder in through here. This drops down. That comes over actually when it sits behind, so it kind of reduces the amount of sun that can get in through there. There's obviously vanity lights for the visor. This is electrochromatic, so it just means if someone comes up behind you at night time, you can it'll darken itself. And then this is a compass. Down in the center then, there's a very straightforward radio. I might be getting old and grumpy, but I find these older straightforward radios, volume up and down through the stations. You can stream music via Bluetooth, or you can use music via USB, but it's really straightforward and easy to use. Heating controls are dual zone, so I can have a different temperature for the driver as I can for the passenger with air conditioning, and we've seen already the demister setup. Over here then, there is a couple of small little buttons here. Traction control, hill descent control if you want to control the speed that you're descending a hill if it's got tricky conditions in terms of the surface. And then Bluetooth for radio up through there with voice activation.
Please say a command.
FM 104.
FM 104.
And you can do the same thing for radio as you can for Bluetooth. Cruise control down through there. Up through here then, the headlights will also have an automatic function too. The trip information changes speed up here, changes information up here, average speed and fuel efficiency and various other information. So if you're still with me, thanks for watching so far. What we'll do is we'll have a quick drive in the car just to show you around it, and then after that, if it's something you're interested in seeing, just let us know. Like every SUV, iX35 is nice because you're high off the ground. The gear change is nice and the steering is nice, and people bought these cars for so many reasons, but one of the big reasons was that they had an elevated driving position. They weren't a massive bulky SUV, but you still felt like you were sitting in a Jeep when you were driving a car like this. People also liked the fact that it actually drove like a car, so when you're sitting on a back road or if you're cruising on a motorway, it just felt like a normal car. There wasn't a big transition. And the cabin overall, it's a nice place to be. It's lovely at night time when it's all lit up in blue. And like we were saying earlier, things like the radio and all the controls, they're really simple and straightforward to use. It's a pragmatic car all the way through. So anyway, there you have it. If the car's of interest, do not hesitate to give us a shout. 086 843 1945, and we can chat about trade-ins, or we can chat about finance, or just if you have any questions about the car in general. So thanks a million for taking time to watch, and hopefully the vehicle's of interest.